Kody and Robyn Brown's feud with Janelle and Meri over Coyote Pass is escalating in ways we never imagined, especially now that a neighboring parcel has been put on the market with a shocking price tag. This new development could potentially change the entire dynamics between the Browns and their former family members, and it could push Janelle and Meri to take serious legal action. Let's dive into what's happening and what this could mean for everyone involved. The property in question is a lot located on West Coyote Pass, not too far from Kody and Robyn's lot. The lot is 2.44 acres, and it's listed at $425,000, a steep price considering the history of Coyote Pass. The Browns have owned multiple parcels on Coyote Pass, and these properties were initially purchased at much lower prices. For example, Kody and Janelle bought one of their lots for $180,000 back in 2018, and now this lot is listed for more than double that. This price difference has added fuel to the already simmering tensions between Kody, Robyn, Janelle, and Meri. What's truly fascinating is that Kody had tried to get some of his friends to buy this very same lot. At the time, he was positioning it as a way for them to all be neighbors, living close to each other on Coyote Pass. However, the property was eventually bought by someone completely unrelated to Kody and Robyn, and now it's on the market for a price that could change everything. If the new owner gets the asking price, it could mean that the total value of Coyote Pass has risen significantly. What was once considered a multi-million-dollar property could now be worth far more, and that's something Kody and Robyn might not be willing to part with easily. To understand the full weight of this situation, let's look at the numbers. The lot is being sold for $174,100 per acre. If Kody and Robyn were to use this lot as a comparable sale for their own properties, they could stand to make a substantial profit. Kody and Robyn own about 15 acres in total, and if they sold it at the current per acre price, they could potentially walk away with around $2.5 million. This is a game changer. With that much money at stake, it's easy to see why Kody and Robyn might not be eager to share this windfall with Janelle and Meri. What makes the situation even more complicated is the legal structure of the property ownership. Kody's name is on every parcel, which means he has the legal right to sell them without consulting Janelle and Meri. Technically, he doesn't have to give them anything unless they file a lawsuit to prove that the money used to purchase the property came from a joint account. So, even though Janelle and Meri may feel entitled to a portion of the proceeds, they currently have no legal claim to the property unless they take legal action. However, there is a potential advantage for Janelle and Meri in this situation. The sale of the neighboring lot could serve as a benchmark for them to initiate a lawsuit. If they can prove that the price of the property is significantly higher than what they originally paid, they could argue that they are entitled to a portion of the proceeds from the sale of Kody and Robyn's properties. This could lead to a legal battle that would force Kody and Robyn to give up a share of the money. In theory, this would be a way for Janelle and Meri to finally get what they feel they deserve, but it would require them to take action. The problem is that, despite the rising tensions, Janelle and Meri have yet to file any lawsuits or take any significant steps to force a sale. Some believe that the reason for this delay is because they don't want to jeopardize the family dynamic any further. With Christine already filing a lawsuit against Kody for child support, there's a fear that adding another lawsuit to the mix could further divide the family and potentially end the show altogether. Without Coyote Pass to serve as a storyline, the show could lose its main narrative and the family's involvement could dwindle. But what's at stake here isn't just a family drama. It's also about money, and a lot of it. If Kody and Robyn were to sell their properties without giving Janelle and Meri any share of the proceeds, it would essentially be a huge financial win for them. They would walk away with millions of dollars, potentially leaving Janelle and Meri with nothing. This is something that many people have been speculating about for years, the possibility that Kody and Robyn are using the family's real estate deals to line their own pockets. From the outside, it's easy to see how this whole situation could be seen as a massive con. Kody and Robyn have spent years building up their real estate holdings, and now, with this new listing, it seems like they might be in a position to cash out big time. For Janelle and Meri, it must feel incredibly frustrating to be left out of the financial benefits of Coyote Pass, especially when they were part of the original plan. They've been holding onto these properties for years, and now that the value is skyrocketing, they're stuck watching from the sidelines. This is where the stakes really begin to escalate. With so much money on the line, Janelle and Meri have every reason to fight for what they believe is theirs. They could use this new sale as motivation to finally take legal action, forcing Kody and Robyn to give them their fair share. At the same time, Kody and Robyn are likely aware of the potential for a lawsuit, which is why they've been dragging their feet when it comes to selling the property. They don't want to risk losing a significant chunk of the money, especially since they've worked so hard to position themselves in a way that they don't have to share it. If the lawsuit does go through, it could be a lengthy and complicated process. Legal battles over real estate are never simple, and this one would likely take years to resolve. But even the threat of a lawsuit could push Kody and Robyn to settle. If they feel that a lawsuit is inevitable, they might choose to settle out of court to avoid a lengthy court battle. This could be a way for Janelle and Meri to get a portion of the money without having to go through the long, drawn-out process of a trial. Of course, there's another angle to consider. Some people believe that Kody and Robyn are purposely delaying the sale and the potential legal action because they want to see how long Janelle and Meri will tolerate being left out of the money. It's a strategy that relies on wearing down their opponents over time, hoping that they'll eventually give up and walk away. It's a classic tactic used by those who are trying to gain the upper hand in a negotiation, and it's something that Kody and Robyn are no strangers to. So, where does all of this leave us? The feud over Coyote Pass is far from over, and with this new property sale on the horizon, the stakes have never been higher. For Janelle and Meri, this is a turning point. They now have a clear benchmark for what their properties could be worth, and they can use this information to push Kody and Robyn into a corner. Whether they choose to take legal action or continue to wait it out, one thing is certain: the drama is far from finished. On the other hand, Kody and Robyn have every incentive to sit tight and hope that Janelle and Meri give up. With millions of dollars on the line, they'll do whatever they can to hold on to their share of the property. Whether that means stalling, negotiating, or simply waiting for their former family members to walk away, they're not likely to give up easily. In the end, the question is, who will win this battle over Coyote Pass? Will Janelle and Meri finally take legal action, or will Kody and Robyn continue to hold all the cards? It's hard to say, but one thing is clear: the drama surrounding Coyote Pass is far from over, and we'll be watching closely to see what happens next. What do you think? Do you believe that the neighboring lot will sell for the asking price? How do you think Janelle and Meri should proceed in this situation? Should they take legal action, or should they continue to wait it out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this developing story. The tension between Kody and Robyn Brown and Janelle and Meri over Coyote Pass has been simmering for years. This land dispute involving a large chunk of property in Flagstaff, Arizona, could potentially escalate to the point where it leads to a legal showdown that will impact the Brown family in ways no one anticipated. The stakes are higher than ever before, and the latest development is only intensifying the situation. Kody and Robyn have made their stance clear. They have no intention of giving up any of their property, and they've used their years of experience with land investments to create a complex situation that benefits them. On the other hand, Janelle and Meri have been left in the dust, with little recourse to get what they believe is rightfully theirs. This land dispute, which has been a point of contention among the Brown family for some time, is now in danger of spiraling out of control. One of the more significant developments is the listing of a parcel right next to Kody and Robyn's lot. The property is similar in size and location to the Browns' land, but the asking price is shocking, and it could change the entire dynamic of the dispute. This lot, which is 2.44 acres, is being listed for $425,000, a price far higher than anything the Browns paid for their land. This new listing has turned heads. And for good reason. The Browns' land, purchased in 2018, was valued much lower. Kody and Janelle bought their land for a fraction of what the new neighbor is asking for, which has caused quite a stir in the family's internal disputes. Janelle and Meri are starting to realize that this new listing could be the tipping point that forces Kody and Robyn to sell or negotiate. It might even be the catalyst that pushes them to finally file the lawsuits that they've been putting off for years. But before we dive deeper into this issue, let's take a step back and look at the broader picture of the Brown family's real estate dealings. The land dispute over Coyote Pass isn't just about property, it's about control, money, and power. Kody and Robyn have worked hard to secure their claim on Coyote Pass, but they've also managed to alienate the rest of the family in the process. The question that many people are asking now is, will this land be the breaking point for the Browns? Will it be the catalyst that drives Janelle and Meri to finally take legal action, or will they continue to let Kody and Robyn control the narrative? In the past, Kody's control over the family and the finances has been a topic of discussion. Many people have pointed out how he has managed to secure a dominant position in the family by controlling the land and the money. He's been able to keep Meri, Janelle, and others at arm's length, manipulating situations to keep them from gaining any real influence over Coyote Pass. But now, with the rise in the value of the land, the dynamics are changing. This new listing has thrown a wrench in Kody's carefully constructed plan. The price of the land next to Kody and Robyn's lot is staggering. It's being listed for $425,000, which is far higher than anyone could have expected. The fact that the property was purchased in 2020 for just $234,000 means that the new owner stands to make a significant profit if they can sell at this price. The Browns' land, which was purchased in 2018, is now worth much more than when they bought it. The increase in property values in Flagstaff has been astronomical, and the market is showing no signs of slowing down. This development is significant for a few reasons. First, it highlights just how much the value of the Browns' land has increased in such a short amount of time. If the land were to be sold at the new asking price, Kody and Robyn would stand to make a significant profit. But so would Janelle and Meri, if they can prove they're entitled to a share. However, the issue here is that Kody and Robyn have been refusing to share any of the profits from the sale of the land, and this new listing may be their way of ensuring they don't have to. But the issue isn't just about the money, it's also about control. Kody has always been the one in charge of the family's finances, and he's managed to keep the rest of the family in check by making sure they don't have any real control over the property. The fact that Kody and Robyn have been able to withhold their share of the property from Janelle and Meri has only fueled the animosity between them. This feud has been brewing for years, and the new listing for the neighboring property could be the spark that finally causes it to explode. Janelle and Meri have been patient, waiting for the right moment to act, but now they're facing a situation where the value of the property is so high that it may be impossible to ignore. They've been stuck in a situation where Kody has controlled the narrative, and they've been left with no choice but to wait for him to make a move. But with the new listing and the rise in property values, Janelle and Meri may finally be able to push back and force Kody to negotiate. If Kody and Robyn are forced to sell or negotiate, it will likely be because Janelle and Meri take legal action. They've been talking about filing a lawsuit for years, but so far they haven't followed through. This new listing might be the thing that pushes them over the edge and prompts them to finally get a lawyer involved. If they do, it could lead to a situation where Kody and Robyn are forced to share the profits from the sale of the property. At this point, it's unclear whether Janelle and Meri will take legal action. They've been hesitant in the past, unsure if they want to go down that road. However, the stakes are higher than ever, and the money involved could be enough to push them to act. If they do file a lawsuit, it could trigger a legal battle that will drag on for years. But it could also force Kody and Robyn to come to the table and negotiate, which is something they've been reluctant to do. One of the key issues at play here is the fact that Kody and Robyn have been so protective of their land. They've made it clear that they don't want to give up any of it, and they've used their position to keep Janelle and Meri from gaining any control. But with the value of the property now so high, it's possible that Kody and Robyn may be forced to share it, or at least part of it, with the rest of the family. This could lead to a situation where Janelle and Meri finally get what they've been waiting for, a fair share of the property. There's no doubt that the new listing for the neighboring property has changed the dynamic of the dispute. It's raised the stakes and made it clear that the value of the land is much higher than anyone expected. If the property sells for close to the asking price, it will set a precedent for the rest of the family's land. Kody and Robyn will no longer be able to keep the property for themselves without facing legal action from Janelle and Meri. In the end, the question remains, will the Browns finally resolve their long-standing feud over Coyote Pass, or will the situation continue to drag on for years? The new listing has raised the stakes and made it clear that the money involved is no small amount. It's now up to Janelle and Meri to decide if they want to take legal action and force Kody and Robyn to share the profits from the land. But if they do, they'll be stepping into a legal battle that could have far-reaching consequences for the entire family. As the situation unfolds, one thing is certain: the tension between Kody and Robyn and the rest of the family is only going to escalate. The stakes are higher than ever, and the future of Coyote Pass is uncertain. It's clear that this fight is far from over, and the outcome could have a significant impact on the Brown family for years to come.